Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another review with the best boys Getselious and Sithscott.
Hello.
And we'll be reviewing the latest game by WayForward, um, SpiderSaurs. And we have more to talk about that soon, but if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell as well. You'll be notified next time we go live, and you'll be, checking out other things we've done. So, SpiderSaurs, in a nutshell, is a run and gun game in a similar vein to Contra with some interesting spins on it. Instead of killing aliens, we're killing dinosaur spider insect combinations.
These people clearly have not watched Jurassic Park.
Yeah, and the best part about it is instead of using the law to figure it out, they hire two interns to handle everything for them. And they're hoping for
At
the
least
best
they
with that.
paid them. Or
Well,
pay
yeah,
or will pay.
or will
Maybe.
pay. Yeah, after 98 other interns are dead. And before we get to more about the gameplay, let's talk about the first thing about this game, the graphics and aesthetics. First of all, this game looks pretty lovely, has an excellent cartoon style. This is definitely in WayForward's wheelhouse. If you've seen their games like Shanti, if you like that art, you would definitely like this game.
Yeah, definitely. I think the graphics and aesthetics are spot on, especially for the theme that they're going for.
Exactly. It plays really it looks really good. It doesn't really feel jarring. The enemies look like enemies. The guns look like guns. They do stuff. The animated cutscenes in the game are really gorgeous. This is like creme de la creme, like doing what you got to do. I feel like I want to get this aesthetics a 5. How do you feel about it?
Yeah, 5. Full 5.
Full
Like
5,
5
yeah.
5.
5 out of 5, yeah, which is hitting. It's perfect. It's great. Great. And the next thing we're going to get on the way is talk about how the game sounds and the sound effects. Um, it gives you
Loud.
loud, yeah. This game audio is pretty terrible on one thing. As you may have seen in the first gameplay video that we uploaded to the channel, this game does not allow you to adjust the audio. You can only turn it off. There is no dial or scale to go up or down. That is like insane in the modern era. That hurts a lot. Before recording the video of the gameplay, Scott and I literally had to adjust our own internal audio so we don't get blasted out eardrums out.
Yeah, seriously, I could hardly hear anything except for the audio and the sounds. I mean, it wasn't bad. It was just super, super loud.
Like, yeah, like holy crap. And I was like, again, because there's no way to adjust it, just either turn it off. That was really not something I kind of wanted. I was hoping for audio skill. That wasn't good. But when you hear the sound and the music of the game, it's pretty okay. It has a lot of like cartoon, or like I would say like shooter vibes. Like if you played a lot of Contra or you played some Metal Slug, the sound fits right in. It's not the worst. It's not the greatest. They have voice acting, which is really good. The voice acting is good in the game.
Voice acting is great in this. Yeah, like everyone sounds really good.
Yeah, the problem is the adjustable audio, and with that, I really have to give this like a solid. My personal, because that adjustable audio thing, unless
Yeah,
I think it's a
it's a
3.
3 for me.
Yeah, 3%. We're on the same page here, Scott. Just high fiving each other like one neuron activating. Okay, so let's talk about I guess one of the most important parts of the game, the meat and bones of it. Let's talk about the gameplay. Because this is a run and gunner game, there are things going on for it. You have a health bar. 3 health bars, after you get hit, you die, that's it. If you die with a weapon power up in hand, your weapon goes to crap. That's pretty harsh, but the game gives you 2 weapons. You can hold 2 alternate fire. So, if you wanted to do some cheese strats, if you're about to die, you can switch to your alternate fire and die with nothing and still keep the main weapon you're using. Other than that, this game has a really, really cool way of how it plays. Every time you beat a level, you gain an upgrade that makes you actually better the next following level.
Yeah, and sometimes it's actually very handy, or not just handy, but it's almost impossible to do some of the levels without those abilities.
Yeah, like double jumping and wall climbing, that will save your life. Literally, they will. The first 2 power-ups are that good. Like, it's really awesome. I think another thing about the gameplay is that if you're playing with co-op or split screen, you're going to have to work really, really hard to share the screen with your friend or with someone else because it tracks the movement of the fastest thing there. So you better be
Yeah,
ready to do
you
that.
have to be super in sync. Otherwise, you're gonna kill the other person, or you'll kill yourself.
Yeah, and that's that. But another aspect of the gameplay that's cool is both playable characters have different abilities and when they grab power up guns. So if you get the classic spread shot, Adrian the guy, his spread shot is it's used to the ball and the ball hits you, then it starts spreading. While the guitarist chick, excuse me if I botched the name, I do not remember her very well because I didn't have a chance to play her, which
Yeah, I think her
makes
name was Victoria.
yeah, Victoria. Thank you. You played her. Yeah, Victoria. Victoria's spread shot is the standard spread shot you get in running gunner games, but they both have different abilities. If you gain the what I call the drop shot, if you play Metal Slug, little bounty ball, the guy Adrian gets the drop shot, but his bounce like the standard Metal Slug drop shot. While Victoria's drop shot actually scales walls, which lets her hit enemies that are hiding in ceilings, which is mwah, chef's kiss. Both characters have different playstyles and abilities that you want, and though they'll gain the same upgrades, depending on weapons you want, really, really makes it really cool in that aspect. Now, another cool thing about the game is that they have a leveling up system. So as long as you don't get hit and you play strongly perfect, the more power ups you gain, the more powerful your weapons become. Now, this pretty much inspires what all running good games want to do is play perfect.
Yeah, I think you just have to memorize the levels, which is kind of sad to be honest.
Well, that's kind of the whole thing with those type of games. Like that's how like Metal Slug works and Contra and Hard Corps and oh god, was it not Blade Assault? I think I played it. Oh god, it was another one I really liked was indie. It was a Chrome something Blazing Chrome was it Blade? Yeah, Blazing Chrome. That's another banger. Yeah, it played like that. Like knowing how to play perfect and do it is the reward. So by not by getting that by dying a lot, I guess you'll learn to play the game. But the game does have three settings. You know, let's say well done, medium, and rare. And obviously, rare is probably the most hardest. I'm assuming, and well done is probably the easiest. And they haven't. We haven't really messed with it, but I think like medium is medium.
Medium's the standard difficulty.
Set difficulty. Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. They play upon the little factors of it. And like I said, the gameplay of it is that if you like running gunner games, this is definitely up your alley. If you don't, I still kind of like gunner games because there's a lot of things the game kind of helps you with it, and you get a slight difficulty. So
I do like how smooth it plays, though. Like with how the controls work.
Yeah, it plays really smooth, and I guess for those who want to know, similar to other let's say modern 8-way shooters, you do have the stationary shot if you hold the right trigger or the whatever button you use, the right trigger button. You can stationary stand still and aim your 8-way shooter and blasting. So if you want to do that instead of jumping and going ham, that helps.
Yeah, I never really did that much, to be honest.
I did.
I just directed my gun where I was running.
Yeah, just running gun. I did that when I was fighting the cockroach roach in the first level. I literally just held the wall and was like do. But honestly, I think the game is good. It maintains a lot of it. I never felt the game was cheap. I felt that a lot of it just came from just knowing what you have to do and generally getting better to play it with yourself or with another person. So with that, Scott, what do you give the gameplay?
I'd probably get probably around a 4.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I'll give it a 4 as well. It's solid. It is what it is. It's not something that feels cheap, whatever, but you just gotta learn it. Again, because it's based off like running gunning games like Contra, Blazing Chrome, and even elements of Metal Slug. A lot of memorization is there. But unlike those games, you have 3 hits until you die, which is very fair compared to 1 KO.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. And with that, let's put it all together and let's talk about the final score. What do you give this game? Okay. Outside the sound issue that almost, hurt our ears, it looks good. It plays okay. Nothing too crazy. The game's just solid. It actually encourages you to continue playing more because there's power-ups and things you can do. And you have a lot of weapons to play with and a lot of combinations you can do. So what do we give this game, Scott? Let's put our heads together.
I'm going with maybe a 4, 4.5.
I'm gonna give it a 4.5. I gotta recommend it as well. This game is just good at what it does. It's not that expensive. It's not gonna break the bank for you. The game is only 19.99 on Steamaroo, which is not that bad for a game like this. This game has, I believe, if I remember playing it offhand, before I played with Scott, this game has 5, 6 levels. Then you beat the game, so it's kind of cool.
Yeah, I think this game plays really well. I mean, the whole sound dial not being there is kind of a downside, and having basically co-op happen where if you go too fast or faster than the other person, it kind of ruins the experience for that guy.
Yeah, yeah. And I think that, and there's a lot of platforming sections that get hurt because of that in a way. I feel like, but again, it's run and gun, so the platforming sections don't even feel that bad, honestly, though.
No, as when we learned that when we figured out we could double jump because we forgot momentarily on one of the levels.
Yeah, like we were playing offhand, we're trying like, oh yeah, we can do that, yeah. And this game has a quirky, like, hilarious comedy aspect to it. So, and obviously they learned from Jurassic Park, so this was great. So yeah, I definitely recommend this game to everybody. It's a fun run and gunner. It's not the most difficult. It's available on Steam, Switch, and Xbox, and that's great because finally Scott will have a reason to play his Xbox 360, the best day of his life. Actually, the wrong console. His X, yeah, not. Wait, do people still have Xbox 360s?
Yeah, because not all games on the Xbox 360 are backwards compatible with Xbox Series X or Xbox One.
That is pretty sad. Work on that, Microsoft, please. But yeah, I definitely think this game is pretty cool. There is a bit of a learning curve to it. I feel like learning how to upgrade weapons and the cheat strat I gave you guys. Hey, if you're about to die, use your other weapon as the pea shooter so you don't lose your real weapon. Okay, look, you're gonna die anyway. Don't blow it. Okay, if you still survive, hey, good on you. But come on, let's not blow out a flamethrower, a spread shot, or your upgraded laser cannon here. Let's not do that. Okay.
Yeah, we got to make sure that you have the best tools possible when you want to play this game.
True, and I think that's the aspect of it. And I guess with that, we'll leave you guys with that one. Thank you guys for checking out our review and our thoughts of this game. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. It really helps us out. Like the video as well. And let us know what you think. You think we're too harsh? Do you like run and gunner games? What's your favorite run and gunner game you played during past, current, or what you're looking forward to in the future? And also follow us on our social links below. You hit link below, see our link trees. You can follow us on our Twitch, YouTube, and other things we're doing. With that, this is Getselious and Sithscott signing out.
See ya.